Minerals mining, minerals
we have
mining.
the $30 donation also from somebody who, thanks Steadfast, made it so hard for me to find anything. Oh my god.
Yeah, get owned, Robbie.
Is it Dixon again? We know you're a big fan.
Okay. It is Marco Cosm.
Macrocosm.
Macrocosm. Saying funds for drinking game every time Steadfast says the word huge.
Huge.
$30. We also had direct contribution from Lazy of $25, and also Patches SC with another $25 direct contribution. Thank you guys so much. Let's talk about this wonderful game of StarCraft, which we have to observe, don't we?
It looks
Yes,
like we do.
that's why. All right, we got something happening.
There is something happening. DisK is already placing some buildings up here, but what is it gonna end up being?
This is post-youth, and with the spot, this is a great place for a proxy Stargate.
Excellent.
Not a guarantee, but it's about as close to a guarantee as you can get. And this is off one base. This is gonna be real aggro, real aggro.
Okay, so normalman, aka Epic, we've determined.
Yes.
Are either of these players at risk of elimination from this series? I know you said it all.
DisK
earlier.
is probably,
Probably,
very
yeah.
close to elimination if this is not.
If this doesn't go kosher, if
Yeah.
this doesn't go in his favor.
All right, so Reaper's gonna start already entering the base here, and we see lots of action actually already. The Stalker is already there to repel him, so good timing there for DisK.
At this point, as Epic seeing no expansion, you look at the gold and you see, okay, did they go gold base first? Yeah, you can see he's already heading over there. And he's going to see no gold, and he's going to be like, all right, alarm bells, they are a ringing.
So far, so good. Just gaining information from both players. He's having to guess, obviously, as he doesn't see any Stargate or expansion. He's going to lob that nade, score a couple of kills, perhaps.
Yeah.
Maybe just one.
This is one of those maps where it's just so annoying how much area the Reaper has to run around in your main base, because you can eventually try and corner it, but
Yeah, he
that
does.
is very, very well done. I feel like that's legitimately one of the most annoying things on this map, is just...
Two bases wide. That's very unusual.
Yeah, and the Reaper moves faster than the Stalker, so you just have so much maneuverability, and there's multiple different kind of Reaper hop-off cliffs, so that's a very nice pickoff for DisK.
All right.
Yeah,
DisK,
it's-
hot start.
And it was basically the information was already there that it was something weird. So yeah, getting the Reaper kill is pretty nice. It did still get a probe kill. It was still a worthwhile Reaper, but on the other side of the map, I'm doing a terrible job observing. That's really bad for DisK. First Oracle gets nothing
Fleet
and a
Beacon.
ton of damage.
Fleet Beacon
We
already.
got a Fleet Beacon
this is
from the Proxy Stargate.
Great spot for Tempests.
And of course, Epic can deduce that that's Stargate is over there because of the entry angle and the exit angle.
Yes, and yeah, there's so many ways that he knows what this is. Cute little Widowmine spot. I like that a lot.
So the thing about Tempest in TVP is you'll see this especially with things like, oh, I'm going to proxy the Stargate and I'm going to go for all ends with shield badges and stuff. This is not that. There's even a second Stargate coming down back at home, I believe, for DisK. And this is really weird because I feel like if a Terran player doesn't have to worry about shield batteries, if they don't have to worry about all the other stuff.
You said it's at home, Robbie?
Oh my god, okay. So he's doing both of them. But it's already been found by the Cyclones.
gosh.
SCV's being pulled off the line as well, and the Marines. One Pound's going to go down. One Tempest may get out, but that is actually a huge problem.
I don't even know if one is going to get out. It's going to be real
should.
close. Oh,
But that-
just barely gets out.
And it's going to potentially
It's
just
gonna
die
die.
here.
Yeah.
What is it going to be able to achieve against
Oh,
6,
well, the
7 Marines?
Cyclone either got picked off or something, so he actually will get away with that Tempest.
All these SCVs just
But this is a huge
taking off
Oh, it's a disaster. This is as bad as it gets.
Nice micro from DisK that he's actually target firing down the medevac. It's going to make it a lot harder for these Marines to have sustainability against the Stalkers and also even the Tempest.
Oh,
But
no,
the
no, no,
Tempest-
no, no.
Oh, the Widow.
Okay,
no,
he's
he's going
fine.
to survive, yeah. I feel like that's such a dangerous spot, though, because you are actually right between... I think there's a little bit of dead airspace you can play with here, but you do have to be careful. Every time you try and move in to attack the SCVs, you're getting dangerously close to anything. Now the
There's just
first
a
Viking's out.
Even
Yeah.
one Viking might actually kill this
So
because
Epic-
it's so low on HP.
Already fully in control of the assault that DisK. Oh, was that a recall?
Yeah, you got the
recall.
save,
Sometime.
but I mean, even saving it it feels so bad for
I have a
DisK
Fleet
right
Beacon
now.
with no Stargates.
Yeah, and I mean, he invested so much money into this. That was Did he save the shield batteries or did they die straight up? He lost one of them straight up.
So DisK
Lost 2
is-
pylons, lost 2 Stargates. This is so bad.
He's already walking through the valley of the shadow of death
Yeah.
in his life, and he's realizing that there's
Oh, was that an
nothing
Oracle
left.
dying
Yeah.
right there?
And
It did get 5 workers, which actually.
And I did have a card to do rap lyrics slowly, and you both laughed. So
Oh,
I
well done. That
Cash
was
in.
that was a
That was well
absolute
played.
ace play.
That
Can somebody
might-
grab my
I think
Smear
that
Off
is
Ice?
the best card
Yeah,
play
that
that
was-
we have had all
as
this
soon
weekend.
as
That
I
was-
drew
that was
it-
clean.
As soon as I drew it, I was like, "Oh, Gangster's Paradise."
Yeah, yeah,
Absolutely
yeah. Oh my
legendary.
god, that was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you grab my Smirnoff Ice so I can have me drink?
Have a drinky poo.
I love every so often that like we'll have some enthusiastic people in the chat, especially when there's people drinking and having fun, and there'll just be a message where you see a mod saying "added permitted term, motherfucker."
That's a
Yeah,
good
we're
one.
allowed to say it. They're not. Okay,
Yeah.
we're privileged.
Oh,
True.
thank you. Okay, so DisK did go hard on the macro with this from here. He's trying to set up a Templar archives, get charged, get a whole bunch of gateways, and win the game that way. But if we look at the production tab and we look at the lack of storm, the fact that stim combat shields +1 are all about to finish, well, maybe not +1, but I mean,
I'd believe more if there were some Hail Mary storm and
Yeah.
half the number of Protoss units. I'd be like, but what if he walks through 3 storms in a row? But
yeah, he
there's
doesn't
always
even
a
have
chance.
storm started at this
Yeah.
point. He just went straight for the Archons.
what if the Archons run into move commanded Marines?
Yeah, right. Yeah, and then they shoot right in the center. Really great target
This
fire.
is a really, really nice start here, I would say, for
say.
DisK, but you lose all the Zealots. The shield battery overcharges pop, but wasn't really actively healing a lot of the units for a lot of that fight, so
Yeah, once they got back into medevac range, though,
yeah.
right back up to full.
I mean, it is enough, I would say, for DisK
Yeah.
to force Epic to retreat back a little bit, but the problem is Epic, you can see it in production tab a little bit. Epic has upgrades on the way, has additional production facilities and everything. He's still got additional stuff coming
And
out.
that Tempest. The Tempest is still there.
Yeah.
It's just
The
not
Tempest
shooting.
has actually added a lot of value. This has been a weirdly great situation for
11
DisK.
4 kills.
He's up in workers.
He is. Yeah, he's on
Yeah.
3 bases. This is a 5 racks, I'm pretty sure, off 2 bases from Epic. And
Let's go.
honestly, the lack of +1 for most of that fight feels like that was like the big moment.
Oh, the double pylons powering 5 gateways here. This is going to be dangerous.
Yeah, this might be the end of the storybook hold.
Your Zealots are, in fact, ineffective. Well, the Archons come forward. Widowmines clean up a couple extra units here. So Epic does have to retreat back, but I feel like
Yes,
even that
Tempest
was already
I
annoying.
was gonna say Tempest shoot really
racking 'em
slowly,
up.
but he's up to 5 kills on that bad boy.
They need Archon charge, like the Zealot.
Archon
That's
charge.
I think that would help a lot.
I like the way you think. That is a new suggestion that I have not heard before.
Let's get it. Archon charge next patch.
I want to see Archon bounce. They bounce their way onto like a big group of bio.
Oh my god, they just like splash damage.
Yeah. And then they die. They do become a huge baneling.
I brought an Archon bouncy ball from BlizzCon.
Oh yeah, I
Hey.
love that.
It's
I
already
still have it.
canon.
Yeah. I love it.
Problem with Archons is, I mean, their range is just so
Yeah.
short. If you can kite them effectively, which Epic is doing a
But-
pretty darn good job.
And I'll say specifically, the nice thing that DisK is doing a good job with is he's keeping a lot of the Archons alive. He finally loses one, but the shield battery kept healing up those Archons. If he'd been able to keep that last Archon alive a little bit longer, shield battery overcharge would be keeping it alive even longer. I mean, realistically,
great.
yeah, DisK is actually, he's not losing a lot here.
He's slowly getting bled out. It
Yes,
feels though,
with
kind
what he
of.
has.
'Cause-
Sorry, I should have
yeah,
finished that
exactly.
Yeah.
Like it feels like Epic is continuing out on units. I'm very impressed that DisK has made anything of this game, but the supplies are still heavily in favor. Oh, we are going to see a massive
Ooh.
Doom drop into the main.
Second attempt here at the double pylon powering 5 gateways. Zealots are already warped in preemptively, and a shield battery even healing up some of those, buying time for the Archons to get involved. More Zealots come on in, and yeah, a couple of units are dying, but it's actually SCVs not dying, not probes.
And
Yeah, we got a
CVs that are still along for the ride.
counterattack on the other side of the map. But that's pretty nice right there.
Okay, so
This-
he's stabilizing a bit. I mean, honestly, it was 30 supply difference, now down to less than 20.
And we are seeing the best unit in the game coming out here, the Mothership, gonna be being produced. Unironically, this is a great actually game to go for a Mothership.
Time warp right where this drop keeps
Yeah,
coming
right?
back over
Yeah.
and over again. And be like, no, you can't. Finally, the warp gets
He
are
finally
depowered.
gets it, yeah.
That's actually a big problem because, frankly, DisK is already still behind in army supply, and He's just losing pylons. He's gonna have.
Oh yeah. Oh, he's just going for it.
Temple Archives is gonna be killed. Oh, the EMP on the Archons.
Beautiful play though from Epic to just have, he knew that was coming. Obviously, the Archons have been out for several minutes here, and the mothership.
Recall the Archons in the main. Bypass the wall.
His main is dying. There's no point even going back. It feels like.
Just recall into your
Oh
opponent's
yeah.
main.
You have the
I
aggressive
see.
recall. He's doing it. He's doing it.
But
Time warp on the ramp.
Let's go.
making good use of those skills.
Mothership
God.
is hit by a Widow Mine. It's gonna finally get killed there. So no more cloak, and there's the EMPs and.
It's basically
Yeah, no chance. No
there it
chance.
is. Epic taking the game, but man, DisK really putting up a big fight.
GG.
I was, considering how that started, I really didn't think we were gonna see. I didn't think we were gonna see that game hit the 8-minute mark, let alone 11:30.
Stretched
Like
out.
it really looked like that first push was just gonna be a disaster to try and hold. But
Ooh.
DisK did a good job of giving himself a chance.
Yeah. I want to give a huge thank you, by the way, to McB55 for the Twitch Prime sub for 5 months. We had iYoga with 10 gifted subs. You guys have been going ham on gifted subs. Thank you. Speaking of gifted subs, Captain here also gifting a sub to Krabuki, Steadfast Wonderful Mod, and also Mars Bar tipping $15 saying, love Fear Dragon, or to draw a card with Ask Joshi as the
Oh goodness.
target. So,
Oh, we got to show that on on the
yeah.
Camerino.
Thank you for including me, whoever that was.
It's nice.
I am having a great time. Again, I have not commentated StarCraft 2 myself since December 2012.
Ooh.
We
So,
haven't gotten anything.
like I say, the avoid scares and confuses me.
Oh. You know what? Okay, I can live with this.
6 workers.
Thank you also to Exil Friole for the rate of one person.
Party
Never
of
mind.
one. Hey.
You know what?
Every head count matters.
Every person counts. Sometimes a little more than others.
I see who is the guy on the left. Is that me? That's Ask Joshi. Hello.
Yes.
I worked for IGN Pro League 12 years ago, and then Blizzard for WCS, and then some other stuff. But I live in Vegas, so ZombieGrub was kind enough to invite me to bring some old StarCraft junk like these cards and these signed mouse pads and stuff. Because otherwise they would just continue collecting dust until they disintegrated in a trunk somewhere.
Absolutely beautiful. Are you drinking anything?
I could. I only brought Baja Blast because.
Dude, should get a drink. These drinks are absolutely delicious. I mean, a beer at.
I would try one of those Kool-Aid Smirnoffs that he was chugging on.
They were good.
that's
They're
true.
really good.
Dude, I'm just telling you, man.
popsicle.
You can find a good beer at 3 or 10 in the morning, and you're just like, man, I crave your condensation. I love how sexy this beer makes me feel. I laid it on too,
all right
obviously.
through it.
Yeah.
You did.
Yeah,
You really.
That was a card, by the way, guys. Yeah.
Laughing at his failure, not his attempt.
Fear Dragon is sexually attracted to beer, but not that much. He likes to keep it. He likes it when you don't know. But I've ruined it for him.
GLHF. All right, we have map number 2, Crimson Court.
This is a map where the designer really wanted to go back to high school because everything is fucking hallways. It's all hallways.
Oops,
All the
hallways.
way down. Oops, all hallways.
Another shout out to Team Liquid map contest because they were running those things decades ago and they're still pumping. So I love seeing all the creativity.
It's nice they're doing one for 2v2, 3v3,
Yeah, I
and
saw
4v4 to refresh the map pool, which is pretty great.
So he's doing squats over here now, but it's good to stretch because we are getting older.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wrist stretch is very important. If you guys don't know, up, down, and then like this. Save your
Yeah.
wrists.
I just want to see how long you can keep it going. Hey, thank you very much, Mason Jar, for the 5 gifted subs.
At the throw. I like
Hold
violence.
a squat while maintaining eye contact with your target. Nice. Thank you very much, Mason Jar, for the 5 gifted subs.
drink anyway.
We appreciate it.
Oh, that would,
Yeah.
that would probably have done it. Yeah. Surprise squat on the lap.
I'm okay with drinking if that was the alternative.
All right, so normalman, aka Epic. Again, they do have some of these players changing to some Smurf names. DisK opted not to.
DisK is the. I think he's the only one who didn't.
No, I think Cham too.
Oh, Cham didn't.
What if they surprise us at the end and Cham and DisK actually swap to each other's names?
They've actually been playing on each other's names this whole time. They were a swap too.
Wow, they're really good at perfectly imitating the play styles of the players they're trying
I
to
mean, how
pretend.
good is he really? Just because down 0-1.
That's true. There's levels. There's levels to this. All right, so expansion, no proxy. just yet. I don't see a probe flitting around anywhere.
I actually did have a really dumb idea for a tournament where it would actually be, it was going to be like a reverse race swap tournament, but you don't inform the audience. And
Like Masked Singer?
everyone is literally, you basically give your opponent your account. So everyone plays on your account.
Yeah.
And then effectively what ends up happening is you are giving your opponent the account, you're playing like their race and everything. So to the audience, no one can tell that everyone is off racing for like the matches.
So
They're
so you're doing a double blind on the
Yeah,
audience
yeah.
Yes.
only.
On the audience, and then you inform them afterwards, like, guess what?
By
Every
the
single
way.
player you thought was there, you thought that was Maru like micro. No, that was not Maru.
Turns out they
that
were
was,
Fortnite players. We didn't even get StarCraft players.
That was a
Triple blind.
stray off
Yeah,
racing.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So any tech choices we see here? Obviously Starport, and nothing special here from the Protoss yet.
Yeah, I mean, just the Twilight Council opener is pretty standard. Pretty, like we said, DisK loves his Blinky boys. He's a big fan.
I want to see it.
Yeah.
He went for the Tempest last time, so I didn't really see much.
That was a wild bit. I'm really sad we didn't get to see that like coalesce, because
Genuinely, actually, we were talking about how off racing and playing not their style. DisK is not playing his normal style, actually.
that's fair.
Trying
Yeah,
something new.
Yeah.
There is money at stake, though. Actual
Yeah.
dollars, yeah.
yeah.
Thanks to all of you.
Dollary
viewers.
dues.
And as we know, at least one of these players is here for the money.
Yes. His name is Here for Money.
Normal man is in fact epic. That is
Yeah.
correct.
Vindicta is here for money.
Okay, there's that Blink research.
Apparently not, though. He's not doing so well.
Wow.
Well, you can show up. It doesn't mean you're going to get
Sorry,
it.
Migs. Sorry, Migs.
We've already
Do we have a
dragged him
last place
twice.
prize?
8th place, get anything?
A last place prize.
Last place prize.
Participation trophy?
Participation trophy.
Yeah. We'll task you with that. Photoshop up something nice for him.
Yeah, you tried.
I can, you know, I can make specifically Vindicta a little nice. Congratulations, you tried.
showed up,
Poster.
Epic did the same build versus Estrella, and this was the one where Estrella did the super faster Nexus, but the follow-up was actually quite strong from Epic. But this time, I mean, DisK doesn't have a shield battery
But
once
he's
again.
nailing these Hellions.
Yeah, he's not going to be able to get too much probe damage in the backline.
I'm
The
a
Marines
little
are doing
worried.
okay.
I'm a little.
Oh,
Well,
I think
Warping
you
should
should
be
go
enough?
for it.
Yeah,
You should
just-
go for probes.
Yeah, exactly.
100%. Yeah.
oh my God.
Yeah, no, this. Yeah, he could have gotten so much more done going for probes here.
Yo.
And it'll go for them now, but like 5 Marines free firing against a mineral line, he might have gotten like 10 or 8.
Exactly,
11
and that
probes.
could have been a ton of mining, a ton of money that DisK would have lost out on, as opposed to us, who recently just got a bunch of money from Ragnarok Cat coming with a $200 donation.
Damn, I was
Same.
really wondering where you were going with that.
Same.
Thank you so much, Ragnarok Cat.
I'm party crashing the next one. ZombieGrub, gotta get Ragnarok Cat in on the next one.
We got 1, we got 2, we got triple forge, baby.
Oh, that's a lot of upgrades, potentially. If he
I'm
doesn't
here
die before they're
for
done.
a long time, but not a good time.
DisK is like, didn't they make shield upgrades cheaper like a couple of years ago?
Do you think he made that decision purely based on the success
That's
of that
how
first
he
hole?
was able to afford the third.
I think he
forge.
made that decision
Ah,
because
that's it.
he wants to put on a show.
It's
I think he's
perfectly
just swagging out.
calculated.
He is-
Perfectly calculated.
DisK is at the verge of elimination, so this could just be, make a show for us. And
He's
see what
going
happens.
for the thinker build.
I love it.
I dig it.
I love it so much.
I would
It's
love it
so
more
expensive.
if you had the
Look at
gas
that.
to afford the
Yeah,
shield
that's what
upgrade.
I'm saying. It's so expensive. It's so goddamn expensive. He's like, if I don't warp in stalkers for 4 minutes straight, I can finally afford the shield upgrade.
He actually just warps in more units and then
Yeah.
builds a fourth forge and doesn't do anything.
Fourth Forge.
It's
That's
Well,
just there to psych
that
him
one's
out.
for the cannons.
There it is. Oh!
The
Can we get
chrono.
a zoom in on that
You got the
observer?
chrono.
I'm pogging.
Oh my God! Look at this
Is
observing.
real gaming.
I didn't know that we hired Mafu for this.
Oh my god.
Look at the fact that he can zoom in. It's
Wow.
amazing.
But guys, can we talk about the pylon situation in the main base for a second?
There's
I mean,
one.
come
I
on.
see it.
What's going on here?
Wait,
I can see it.
legitimately.
What's going on?
It is actually not great. That is a really important
I
point.
just wanted to be heard there. Thank you. I
Can
appreciate
someone DM Epic and let him know about the pylon situation?
He's
Oh
going
my
to find
God.
out one way or another.
That would be an interesting StarCraft 2 tournament. You can
You get lifelines. Boom. you can just ask the Twitch
Phone a
chat.
friend.
Yeah, you can donate exactly for one important piece of critical information.
Actually, this is
The
a story related, unrelated. There's a rumor that was confirmed later that Korean players in online cups, like ESL cups, 2011 era, 2012 era, they would just watch the streams and play. And why would their teammates ever rat them out? They wouldn't, because there's money at stake. And that actually happened. And I'm not going to name any names, but I know for a fact and had witnessed it myself.
Naughty.
Yep.
Wow.
Bad players having. It was a long time ago.
Name them. You don't
I
actually have to. That's a meme.
don't. There is one who's just far long retired that I could name, but his team owner / manager might still be in play.
Oh.
That's fair.
It was a known secret sort of thing. So be careful in those online cups, everybody.
Ooh.
You never know.
You
you
never
telling me
know.
sometimes people are intentionally dishonest?
It's weird.
God.
For
Weird to
money,
think.
I had
they
no
would
idea.
never.
Someone who plays video games would do that. I just don't.
You know,
breaks
the
my heart.
barrier to entry of installing a video game is very high.
God, look at this. These charge lots are
They're
going to have
charged.
1-1-1.
1-1-1 charge lots. I really actually wish that we had player cameras just to see when Vindicta actually notices.
Yeah, when he like looks at it, he's like, "Wait, why is there a number next to your shield icon on your unit?"
Did you misclick?
Yeah, this.
Well, now all his timings are
can't be
ruined.
right.
Yeah.
Now all his timings are ruined. When he goes
then
in for that
2-2-2?
EMP and it only takes 90 shields off, his head explodes. Yeah.
Dude, why don't
scanners.
shield upgrades work against EMP?
Because then what would counter them?
That's true. Yeah.
They had exactly the
Oh,
same.
oh, this
catching him on
around.
siege and
Oh.
volley sieging. This is super awkward. The Widowmine connection is
That's a
big,
lot of
though.
zealots. And remember, those are 1-1-1 zealots.
Oh.
Wow, and that
Turbo
flank was
zealots.
sick.
Dude, once those zealots get their shields back from that Widowmine hit, they're gonna be so tanky.
Look at that. He's got
Look at that.
2-2-2 on the way.
How does he have that many chronos?
Oh my.
Well, that's what he built the fourth Nexus for. Was extra
Oh
chronos.
my God.
He doesn't want
He
the
wasn't even
mining.
trying to be greedy. He just wanted
It
more
was a
more
macro
chronos.
nexus
Yeah.
for the chronos.
He has more pylons powering that.
It's like when the Zerg builds that fourth hatchery and there's no drones there. We all know what it is.
Do you remember that short period of time where Artosis tried convincing the world that a macro nexus made sense in your main base?
Oh my God.
Grubby trialed that for.
Oh yeah, I do remember Grubby.
I remember specifically on Daedalus Point because that was so impossible to wall off.
So-
That was some people tried that.
well, the MMM ball actually did get some solid kills there in retreat, and actually he's pulled ahead on supply as a result of just baiting those zealots in.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Mass
I mean-
Zealot when Widow Mines exist is rough.
Yeah.
The upgrades don't affect the Widow Mines either.
What's
so,
up?
You know.
Oh, you need.
ZombieGrub needs to move a file, but we'll do it after this game.
I was gonna say we'll have to wait till the game
Yeah,
is done.
because
unfortunately.
DisK is charging forward and trying to eliminate Epic's army, but Epic keeps microing back. A big Widow Mine is about to connect.
And Rubby's trying desperately to make this game interesting as the supplies plummet for DisK. I'm commentating your commentary.
Ooh, I actually like that.
You guys pro gamer commentate yet?
No, we've not.
Oh, we have not, and we would have missed so many opportunities during this game. There was at least 15 times we could have said it was over.
Oh, okay, yeah, up 50 supply could be over already, but we
Oh,
are
it most
just
definitely is. Yeah,
stomping through now.
there is no chance at this point.
You can see here that, in fact, the Protoss zealots just simply do not die, and I do not understand why the Protoss players don't go for the shield upgrades.
Do you think the three
It's quite
forges
strong.
were the mistake? Were those the crucial?
You know, I'm not sure that the third forge was necessarily the tipping point, but I think it may have been a symptom of a greater
It was a
underlying
symptom of a
issue.
greater cut. Yeah.
he did so well. He held that first.
He did.
Push so
It was
well.
a really good one.
did.
The main problem with the Mass Zealot, if we're being serious,
Yeah.
is that there's like obviously a lot less tech, and so you really do need to shut down the army. And Epic was still able to trade well enough, and he was far enough ahead.
Yeah.
I would say from earlier stages.
Every
that-
time DisK tried to chase him, he lost 10 zealots.
It's like, it's like he
wasn't
got
great.
he got the tanks while they
Yeah.
were trying to siege, but it almost worked against him because the zealots all clumped on the tank and then the mines burrowed and the bio was
Game
like
3?
meters away at that point.
Exactly.
There's an option here.
Mainstream
Vindicta
wants to
Astria
go
game
with-
3 is possible.
Oh,
Last
there's a
one before
game
round
3.
7.
Game 3, you're telling me all these matches aren't 2-0s? What the heck?
Yeah, I think
That'll
so.
be it. Yeah. Here for money.
Awesome. So we snuck into a game 3 here right as it was about to start.
I think everyone's